here at Texas. If you just joined us, if you saw the last race, it was hectic, it was crazy, but you saw our guy Boomhorn and blue number 2 take the victory. Now we go on to the second race. The points have been updated, and the elimination, we already know two that's been eliminated right now. Big D and Fluffy, since they did not show up, and they still haven't showed up for this race. So when the race starts, those two guys have been eliminated. But we have two more that will be eliminated with them at the end of this race. But with that, let's take a look at the points at right now. With Boomhauer picking up the win, he moved up in the standings, but he's still not locked into the next round of the playoffs. And to be honest, if one of these guys just have a bad race, because right now we have one driver joining us tonight who is a regular but missed out on making the playoffs of Noco. He can throw a wrench into a lot of these guys' races, because if he's finishing in the top 10 and one of the chase drivers don't, that's some playoff points being missed out on, and that could help him get dropped down and possibly eliminated from the playoffs. As of right now, oh, would you say something?
Yeah, you know what, Trey, man? I gotta say, regardless of what happens tonight to Boomhauer, that too, I don't think he can't be down on himself if he doesn't get in it, because he's been doing a heck of a job tonight. So I hope he understands that for himself. Sure, there may have been things he could have done differently at the beginning of the season, but when it all came down to it, he put it out there, and I'm excited to watch what he's got.
All right. As we look at the points right now, we have Spanker leading with 61 points. Second is HAG with 59. Plant is in third with 54. Boom, who went from outside looking in to fourth in the standings, with tied with Plant for 54 points. Then fifth is Celtics with 48. Taddy's in sixth with 47. RJ Smith's in seventh with 47, 45. Trout is now on the bubble at 43 points, and he's got his two Toyota teammates of Mills, who's in ninth with 39, and RKM in 10th with 38. So it's not looking good for some of these Toyota drivers who's, like I said, they are on the bottom end of the barrel. But like still saying, everybody's about separated by a point or two. And like I say, one mistake at a stage race, one mistake at the end of the stage, or a bad finish could swap this all around and possibly just like do a complete 180 in the standings. Cause like I say, right now is Trout on the bubble with his two teammates of Mills and RKM on the outside looking in. And like I say, what do you think we're gonna see here at Texas? Because there's gonna be a lot of drivers going just cutting throats, just trying to get to the end and get some points and get some high finishes.
Taddy, what do you think, man? You're one of the drivers. You've been watching some of these races.
Oh, Taddy's saying. But
or Larson, I don't know if you got an idea on what you're gonna see tonight. Cause I know for myself, we saw a lot of issues at Atlanta. I think a lot of people were mad at each other. I don't know if that's gonna,
I think we're gonna see a lot of guys that are on the bubble. They're gonna gamble in pit road strategy, and we're gonna see a lot of side-by-side racing, I believe.
Yeah. But the one thing I think,
agree.
like I said, that's the thing. We saw what Boone wanted to do with to go race for a championship. Now, what do you think some of these other guys think they might do to go win this championship? As like saying, you saw, like saying, a lot of these guys we saw that was in at the beginning of the race. These like RKM, he was about in sixth on the inside looking in. He had a bad race at Atlanta, and that knocked him out. Well, he was already ninth, but he was on the outside looking in. But a lot of these guys, like Trout was on the outside. He's on the inside now, but he's still on that bump spot. Like I say, if he has a bad race, that could knock him out and possibly move Mills in or move RKM back into the spot. But like saying, now if you're Like saying, now we know what Mills and RKM, they're gonna go for the win. They're gonna try to get the most points they can. But somebody like Trout, RJ, Taddy, do you think they should just be running conservative? Say, hey, I just need to finish here. I just need to finish 5th in each stage, get the most points, and I can lock myself in for the next round. Like I said, give them some cushions. I know you want the playoff point, but if I was them, I would just ride it out. Get me to like 5th or 6th or 4th, just so I know I get some points in this stage, just to finish this round out. Because that's what's going to make a big difference as the race goes on.
Qualifying ended.
It did. So we should be getting in the race shortly. But I just got, like I said, I just want y'all thoughts. What are we about to get ourselves into right now? I say, because for me, I see this it's gonna be up and down. We're gonna see a lot of big moves get into it as we're about to hop into the race right now. And as we see, Noko starts on pole with who is it? Noko will be starting on pole, so that's gonna make a big difference because that's the playoff points getting taken away right now for starting on pole. But I say again, Noko is that odd man out. He's just racing for a trophy. He's not racing for a win. He's not running for a championship. But a lot of these guys are gonna be fighting tooth and nail, like saying clawing, like say going for blood. They want to go race for a championship. And like I say, we saw what Boom, like I say, how bad he won the race for a championship. Now what we're gonna see now as the race goes on here at Texas, at the Booming Hills 250. So as we come into the green, we're about to get Giggity racing here at Texas at the Booming 250 as Noko will lead him to the green flag. As see the 96 of, I think that's RKM on the outside. Guy looking in from the outside. He needs to have a strong run here to secure a spot in the next round. Oh, contact. 96 RKM's already in the wall. Big contact. That's going to make him lose a lot of ground. Oh, we got car in the grass too. Oh, big wreck stacking the bomb. 42's in the grass, 20's around. And I think that will...
Man, this still stays green, huh?
Yeah, I think we're still green. But one of the guys looking out on the inside is Taddy. He's up to 2nd now. He's going to try to fight Noko for the lead. And like I say, Taddy's one of them guys. He needs to have a good finish. If he has a bad finish or either gets knocked out of the top 10 right now, that can hurt him in the standings as he's on he's a couple points ahead of the A spots of being knocked out. So if I was Taddy, I know you want to go get the lead. Right now, I would just ride right now because you're looking strong and making it to
safe,
yeah, at least to the end of this stage. At least let you know you get some stage point. Don't put if you see yourself in a bad predicament, just back out, fall back in line, just keep your. If I was them, I need a top 5 finish in this stage. That would help me out and get me to the next round. That's how I know
you got to think about it. Last race at Atlanta, first stage, he finished last. Second stage, he won the stage. We know he's got what it takes to do well. He gets put in bad spots, and he's gotta take it, you know, as it comes. But he's got to keep playing smart, driving smart, and look at him. He's got a fast car. And he wants to get to the front. There we go.
Oh, some little bit of side draft, a little contact between him and Noko. And see now Taddy's inching forward, but that's another thing. He has 2 teammates behind him. They're about.
I'm sorry, go.
But I say he's got 2 teammates behind him, and they're about nearly locked into the next round. They just need to finish out. Like I say, they don't need any big mistakes. But like I say, they can help their teammate Taddy, who is nearly on the bubble spot right now. Just help him get into the next round. Get him that solid finish. Help him win the stage, so you at least know you're gonna have you will have a teammate's help going to the next round.
You know, back when Taddy got around Noko, round 3 and 4, if I was Taddy, I'd be a little worried. I'd be a little scared. It took him a while to get around him on the inside. Noko has, or no, it was 1 and 2, I think.
Yeah.
1 and 2. It took him a while in 1 and 2 to get around Noko. Noko was holding it strong on the outside.
Oh, Tag's pushing up. Tag's pushing up. He's in the wall. This is not what you want to happen.
Ooh.
Now he's going from first to what?
Celtics fan is going to have to be very, very defensive. Looks like he may be in 5th, trying to stay in 5th, maybe 6th. Looks like he's in 6th right now, fighting that 18 or 20.
But I said that's not what Teddy wanted to see. He wanted to at least stay up front, but he's still in, like I say, in a good spot. He's still in, like I say, in the playoff. Like I say, he's going to get stage points, even though he's not going to get most points he could, but he's still going to get stage points. But like I said, the guy who's
Noko, man, you know he did a good job. He really played chess with that one. He faked a few times, and I think Celtics just fell for it.
But like I said, Noko is just racing for a trophy. He's not racing for a championship. He can throw, like I say, if I'm Celtics, I'm some of these guys behind him. I'm not trying to force the issue right now. I just want to ride. I know you want to get the stage point because, like I say, if Noko's win the stage, those playoff points are gone. They're not going to anybody. But do you want to force the issue with a guy who's just out here going balls to walls with no regards? Only he's getting a big trophy at the end of the race. I know you want to get these playoff points, but right now I'm just going to ride, pick my spots, like saying, pick a spot where I know I can get them without hurting myself. And you see that the 88 Celtics look to the inside of the 6. He's got his teammate Spanker behind him, but here comes that 4 car license plant to the outside is the 9 of Spanker. Maybe he can help that 6 get that lead back. Or maybe help him close the door and get up front too.
Wow, I'm so pumped for Celtics holding that lead as long as he has. There's been a lot of opportunities where Noko could have really gotten in there, but the 88's driving super defensively right now. He's in a position where he can do that. If it was Taddy, maybe, I don't know, or someone else that's high up in the points, I don't know if they could get away with that, but I like what I'm seeing right now from him. Hey, Larson, man, I kind of want to know what you're feeling about this race right now. Where would you want to be if you were comfortable with your car? All right, say you started middle of the pack, you felt comfortable in the car. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to ride around or make your way to the front?
I like where Boom's running right now. You don't know if this top group is going to get in an accident or whatnot. I just like riding around till the final stage, and I make sure I'm in the top 10 for points. But I usually just ride around until stage 3 and then strap down and see what happens.
Right.
I'm with you on that. Now, Trey, we heard your viewpoint last race too. What would you be doing, man? You fighting to get to that front?
Like saying, I let the race take care of itself. And see that Spanker is look like Celtics caught the Abraham and pushed him up the track. But to be frank, I'm letting the race pan itself out. Like I said, I'm not forcing nothing, but I'm not forcing it. I'm just letting stuff happen as it happens.
We got Boom on pit road.
Oh, we're going to be 3 wide. Celtics going to be in the middle. Ooh, with 3 wide for a second with Trout, Plant, and Celtics. Let's say Trout get room. And I'm not forcing myself to the front. I'm letting the car and the race coming to me. As in, if I get around somebody, I'm not going to force it. But if they give me room, I'm going to take it and just keep going. If I fall back, I fall back. And I just ride it out until I know I'm in a good spot. Like I say, Taddy, he's riding like at the back of the car. You saw Boom, he was just riding around, just in spots. Like I say, there's one guy, like I say, if Noko's in the top 10, is finishing the top 10, there's one guy in the field, in the playoff field, that's not going to get stage points. And that's going to make a big deal. Because, like I say, like I said, you got Mills and RKM. They're on the outside looking in. If one of them finish out top 10, these other guys does, that's points they're not gonna get. So that's gonna make a big difference when the stage in and the standings come out for elimination.
You know, let's look at this 9 car right now, man. That's Spanker doing a pretty damn good job, but
here comes Noko. He's going
because Noko gets under there. Oh, Noko goes up the track and pushes Spanker up a bit.
Yeah, and I don't know if you saw. We saw the 18 get a little loose coming out of 2. He went real wild on the backstretch, but he kept it straight. He's still up there in 4th right now. And like I say, you see that the 23 and the 18 are trying to work together. Oh, contact! 23 looks like 18 caught the wall, and the 23 was just falling right behind him. But I'm still saying, you're going to see like a law race like this. You saw that the 23 was trying to work with the 18, trying to help his teammate get into the next round. Because Trout is on the bubble spot right now. Like saying, if he has a bad race, or you just saw that something happens that knocks him out the top 10, he could get eliminated at the end of this race. And Trout's been one of the guys that have been running up front all year. So that's the one thing we see right now. But like I say, you see Noko, he's ready to come down pit road. Now
we got a lot of guys down pit road right now.
Yeah, as you see, a lot of guys starting to make green flag pit stop. Now, like I say, guys like Spanker and all them, like I say, Spanker, he's our points leader, so he has a little cushion from the guy in last and a Trout and on the bump spot. It's like what, probably 17 points at the most. So he has a little cushion. So like I say, if he finishes like say in the top 5 here in the stage 1, that belt can lock him into the next round. So, but still saying, if he has a bad run, something has him, he lags out in the stage, or anybody lags out, that's going to make a big difference of who goes to the next round. And it's like saying, next round, we see the leaders coming down pit road. We got Spanker and Taddy. And Taddy's maybe playing a little strategy, staying out a little longer, hoping he can maybe catch some of these guys as the stage comes down to the end.
Yeah, I really want to see what's going to happen with this pit cycle here, because they should be on about maybe 23 laps to go, right, as of now. And I want to see if everyone's going to be able to make it. I know Atlanta, you know, got to think about it. Atlanta, Texas, they're both kind of cookie cutter tracks, so it's cool that we're doing this, right? It's cool that we're going to watch this. So I would imagine that the pit strategy, or the amount of fuel you can run, the amount of laps you can run on a full tank.
Oh, got big rack on the front straight. No code.
So I don't know.
It's 6 to 96 around. Would that bring out a caution?
I think it will. Out a caution. It looks like it did. Yeah.
So now, as the caution comes out in the middle of the stage, we got Selters out front, Spanger in second, Trout in third, Plant in fourth, Boom is in fifth, Taddy's in sixth, RKM's in seventh, Noko's in eighth, RKM's in ninth, and Mills in 10th. So that puts who's on the outside looking in. Who's that?
Mills, and then who's in who'd be in 11th? Who are
I
we
think
missing?
that would be
the train.
Yeah, AJG.
AJG, is that all right?
Yeah, and like I saying, that's something he doesn't want to see. Him be on the bump spot. I think the 42 is still having lag issues, but that's the same again. The 42 can't really have that much big of a problem. He's on the bump, like I say, he's close on points too. I'm making it. Oh, got Plant on the apron. Can they keep it together? 40.
No,
Big wreck too.
Cannot.
18,
no,
23. Big wreck. As that brings out another caution.
Oh man, that too. I was watching Boom's view. Ouch, man, the way he hit those walls. No, I'm happy I'm not in that thing. Well, you know what? They need to take some time, figure their cars out. They'll be good to go.
But yeah, like saying, A lot of these guys are trying to push, trying to get up front, because they know, like saying, points matter now. Because if you have one bad race, it can hurt you in the long run. Like saying,
yeah, you know, all right. So I'll bring it up in a little bit when things settle down. I got to see how things go here with this green flag.
As we go back around, we got Chevrolets leading us to the green flag. As we see the 9 and the 88 on the out front, but we see that 96 of RKM. Like I say, he's on the outside looking in. He wants to get the stage one. That's one playoff point and 10 bonus points.
Ooh,
so that's gonna make a big difference.
That's a 20 car coming too.
And Plant hit the apron, spun himself around.
Oh, Taddy's got to lose on the apron. That's stacked right in front of him. Boom. Oh, it's a big wreck behind
him. Right now,
big
guys.
wreck. Big wreck. And that will bring out another caution.
It is enough to bring out the caution, yeah. Alright, so what I wanted to bring up before, setups. Guys, remember, Sunday night, no custom setups, it's all sliders. Slider Sundays, sure, why not?
Yeah.
But what kind of slider do you want? So Trey, we were running together, Larson, we were running together before. You guys had loose setups. I had a tighter setup. I wasn't running as fast, but I was almost there. You know, it's also different people. But what do you guys like to run? What would you run right now if you were in this race? Trey, what do you think?
Either it'd be a 7 or an 8. It's just because how turn 2 is. How it comes from a bank to flat. And you want that car just kick a little bit.
Out of nowhere, right?
Yeah, you just want that car to kick a little bit on exit and help it turn. When you tight, you have to stay in it to if you're tight, you got to back out of it so the car will turn. Well, you just feather it and you can make it through it.
Yeah, but then that could kill you in 3 and 4. You may scrub speed by kicking out a bit. Who knows?
Yeah.
Let's see if they can keep things steady here.
As you see right now, we got Spanger and we got the two guys on the bubble spar, RKM and Trout, as they're battling for the lead. I see Trout, he's trying to get to that lead. He knows he needs to stage win to help him secure a spot, trying to get a spot in the next round. But the guy they don't want to see, that 6-car Noco, they do not want to see him up front because that's points given away. We got Boom in the grass. Can they keep it straight?
You know what? Ooh, Taddy does not. He's a man on his own right now.
Oh, we got another caution, another big caution.
Boom was able to keep it straight, but you know what? You know what I saw there? Think about that tri-oval. That it is so hard to get through there, man. With another car on the side of you. A lot of tri-ovals are very rounded. This one is not. This one's very edgy. Right? So you really have to know your line if you're going to be on the inside or the outside. Both are horrible places to be when you're side by side with someone. You're on the inside, you're probably going to get in the grass, you're probably going to spin. You're on the outside, you're probably going to smack into the wall. It's like you got to choreograph it perfectly, and I think that was just a reaction to that. A reaction to two guys being next to each other, going through the trials. We're gonna see it again, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's another trick. Like, how far can you push yourself while putting yourself in a bad predicament, just so you can get to the end of the stage? Because like saying Trout, RKM, Mills, Taddy, all them guys, they're racing so hard because they want to race for a championship. Oh, we see that the 96, he got a little loose, took out, put on the outside lane. He's gonna drop to the rear of the pack. But we see
they might be going 3 wide. No. They think better of it.
Well, you see the 6 of Spanker. I mean the 6 of Noco trying to get up there. We see the 20 of Mills who's up there. Trout's up there. These guys on the bump set, they're trying to get up there, and they're fast cars. They can run up front, but they just been having such bad runs. And we see the 18 of Trout trying to look to the inside of the 9 of Spanker, trying to get to the back bumper of the 6 of Noco as he got his teammate come up behind him. Usually you see these teammates working out, but Mills and Trout, they're racing, trying to see who get eliminated. Oh, they're stacking up behind them. 23's on the apron.
Mills may have stacked it up, but these guys are so good at keeping it cool. Man, the 47 was even about to spin out, and he was able to keep it off the outside wall to let that 96 by. I don't think he saw the 42 coming there.
Yeah. But as you see right now, we got Balor up front. We got the 9, the 6, and the 18. 18 is going to look to the inside. Not enough run. Not big enough run. He's trying his hardest.
The 6 really, really blocked it. You know, he held his ground. That was good to see.
But I'm saying Trout needs to get around. That's 10 points plus a playoff point, which he really needs to help him get into the next round. And he's going to try to stick his nose underneath there. He might get his nose on the exit. He's got Spanker. Here comes Plant to come up with them. Can the 18 get around him? Can he set him up for 3 and 4? It doesn't look like it. He's trying to get there. But he's got a whole rearview mirror. That 4 car Plant. As Plant's trying to look to the inside.
Let's see where Plant's going to go. Is Plant going to try and go around him or just try and help his forward teammate?
Oh, we got the 9 around. We got Spanker around the back. As
wow,
you see,
look at the 18 enter the...
Sorry. He tried to. He knew that the caution man came out, and this might bring him to the end of the stage, which it does. And now, like saying, this is what they did not want to see Noko winning this first stage, because that's playoff points gone. And like I said, that's a playoff point in 10. Like saying, playoff points in stage. Even though that's he's getting 9, but he wanted that 10 in the playoff point. That's gonna mean something if he makes it to the next round. But like I said, the biggest loser is Taddy, who finished 11. He's not gonna get any playoff points, so that's gonna hurt him.
This is the second race tonight where he had a stage finish in 10th place. He's not happy about it.
Well, I say that he's got 10.
Smart guy. He's gonna get his head back on his shoulders.
But let's say he got 10. He's still getting 1 point versus Spanker, who didn't get none. So that makes a big difference.
There we go.
And
I still want as many points.
We saw Boom may play some strategy, try to get up front.
I like it. I like it.
As see Boone trying to fight.
I love this track.
Oh, contact 96 get a little sideways, come out, maybe got loose, and right in front of the pack, and that's going to stack them all up. Will that bring out the
that's classic Texas. That's classic Texas. Yeah, it did. But yo, Larson, you come out at 2. If you're tight and you know you're getting close to that wall, you keep turning that wheel, and then all of a sudden the car straightens out, but you're still turning that wheel. I feel like that happened in the 96. Did that ever happen to you? That happens to me, man. Just like you're exiting and the rear end still is turning.
Yeah, a lot of times I oversteer it too. It just comes out of nowhere.
It does. It's either the wall or it's either understeer or oversteer. It's insane.
I was saying, it comes back to what I was saying. You want that car to step out just a little bit on exit 2 because that elevation change. But sometimes it bites you too. Like saying, you try to counter steer it because you know it's going to fly, but then it bites, then it hooks you. Now you try to keep it off the wall and try and turn it back, and you're just trying to hang on to the car after that.
And here we go. We got Noko back in the lead, and Celtics fan on the high side in second.
But here comes that 18 of Trout. He's going to try to look to the inside. He's going to move to second now, but can he get around that 6 car Noko? Because he know. Like I say, even though he got stage play, that still doesn't mean Trout's locked into the next round of the playoffs. He still needs to at least get another solid finish on the stage.
Yeah,
and I say,
I'd really like. Sorry.
Like saying, he needs it. He's right on the back bumper of that 6 car, trying to find a way to get around him.
Yeah, and I gotta say, man, I really want to see Trout get to the lead. I want to see that 18 get to the lead because I want to put out some fish puns. All right.
But and see, Trout's got to run. He's coming down the back straight. He's trying to look to the inside, but Noko puts a block on him. But his thing, Trout sees behind him, and he likes. He's got his teammate AJG behind him. And like I said, that's one thing where AJG is about to be solid in the points. He might be able to help his teammate Trout get to the lead. As see Trout look to the inside of Noko through the triangle, set him up for 1 and 2. He might get him going down in 1 and 2. As they go slide, they make a little bit of contact, but he's getting a big push.
No one is helping the 6. There's no help for the 6. But it's all Toyotas and Chevys on the inside for those 4.
But that's the thing. Noko's not racing for points. These other guys, they need him to fall outside the top 10 because that's points they can get.
Yo, heck yeah, man.
Like saying right now, it doesn't matter. We need to get rid of that 6 car. Like saying that's points we can have. He's taken away. FC the 9 and the 4 are side by side. So the 9 might skip the wall coming out too. We got the 20. He got loose out of 2. He hits the inside wall, but he keeps it straight. Oh, we're 3 wide. Here comes the RKM.
I think there's another caution. Dang, man, that 18 was going. He was going places, and he wasn't taking the bait from the 23. And even though the 23 was reeling him in, that trout was really about to get away.
But like saying,
those are my fish puns. I'm done.
Yeah. But his thing, AJG's is third in points, so he's got a little cushion from being on the bump spot. But Trout, when he started this race, he was on the bump spot. He needs, like saying, he finished second stage 1. If he can win this next stage, that will help him build a bit more cushion to help him go into the next round, and that's what I kind of want to see. But some of these guys that are in the back, like Taddy and Mills, RJ, Spanker, these guys, because when I say Spanker, he was the one leading. He could still get knocked out if he doesn't finish well. Like I say, if he doesn't finish well, he could get knocked out.
Boomhauer again with a little strategies. He starts first. Let's see that beautiful 2, man. I love that paint scheme. Let's see. I
don't think it's gonna work. Here comes HR. They stacking up behind him.
Tight.
There's a couple
man,
guys.
That's unfortunate. And he gets a little in the wall.
There's a stack up behind him, but they kept it all straight. But we see the 18 back out front as the 2's starting to drop and lose spots.
4's getting in the inside.
Oh, big wreck.
Weird. I watched that from the.
The 4's airborne, barrel rolling, in over, in.
I'm not gonna lie, I think that was a game glitch, man. That looked like a game glitch. I was watching from overhead, and I didn't see anything that the 4, the 18 did wrong there. And then all of a sudden,
it went.
The 4 went around. I didn't see anything wrong with. Yeah, it went bonkers, dude. That's one slippery trout. One slippery trout.
Yeah. But I said that's what he wants to do. He wants to be up front. He wants to see all these laps starting to count off. Because that means the end of the stage coming. That means 10 points coming his way. And that's going to help him secure a spot maybe to the next round. It's like I said, it's going to make him breathe a little easier to know that he can get to the next, like saying, have the cushion. Maybe as some of these guys have been strong, that's going to help him like leapfrog to the front. But now we see 2 guys, Trout, RKM, and Mills is up there too. And 4 guys that are on, they say starting straight on the bump spot. They needed this to be up front to have a shot to get some more, so get the max playoff points they can. As they going down to 1 and 2, we got Trout, Mills. Actually, about 3 wide behind them. 2's around. As they all trying to stack up, because they know it's getting close to the end of the stage. But we still bring big wreck behind on those 2. But the 18 still out front.
Yeah,
but he's got that 88.
Car, man.
The
88's right there with the 96, man. They are doing a good job. Heck of a job. Ooh, the 88 had to check up so he wouldn't spin out the 18. The 96 does a wonderful job of not getting the 88, but it's probably going to cost that 96 position.
Yeah, but he's
if
still
not more than one. Oh man.
But you still see, you can see RKO, you see Mills up there. They're bound. They're up near the top 5. Like I said, they're points they need to help give them to maybe to the next round. Actually, like saying, we saw Boom using right. That put him in dead last. So if the stage were to end right now, he would get no points. And he's out racing from just a couple minutes ago. And that could possibly knock him out of the top 8 and push him into elimination. But we see the 18.
And they should be coming to 23 to go right now as the 18 crosses. I think these leaders are doing a heck of a job though right now. You know, they got through the first few laps. You know, always the first few laps of the restart are always tough.
what the one thing I see, they probably trying to get because they know they see that black 6 behind them. That means that's points for them. And see RKM is trying to get under the 4, and he's bringing the 20 with them. Like I said, these are points they can have to help towards the playoffs, and that's gonna make a big deal. Like saying, oh, we see the 88
Celtics is looking towards
get
the bottom.
underneath the 18. He does. He squeaked by him, but here comes the 9 car. Oh, the 9 got on the wall.
On the outside. I don't know if the 18 saw him, man. I don't know if he saw him or not, or if it was just a racing incident. You know, when two cars are close together, it doesn't necessarily mean one went up, the other didn't.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't go down. They may have both moved at the same time, right towards each other.
Yeah.
But it's gonna really split up the lead, too, right here.
But like I say, look at the top 4 right now. 3 of them are the guys that are on the bump spot right now, and like saying that these are points they can have to help them advance. You see that Boom, RJ, Taddy, they're struggling right now. They're at the bottom of the barrel as these front nice these guys on the bump side are gaining points from up here running in the top 5. That's kind of means something. That can help them. Like I say, I can't stress it enough. These stage points are getting stressed out. They know they need these stage points to help them advance. To get them off the bump side, put somebody else on the bottom in the barrel.
Yeah, you know what they got to be thinking about? I just got to go fast, turn to the left. You know, I got to go fast, turn to the left, think about my own stuff, try to keep the guy behind me, and keep going. Try and pick up that pace, pick it up, think about how that's going to help you in the 3rd stage. Right now, 2nd stage, you know, it might not be too big of a difference, but we were talking about it before. You know, I know even Marcus mentioned it about having those positions, and I really like what I've been seeing out of Celtics so far. I've said this before, you know, I don't want to be biased or anything, but he's the one guy in this league that I've seen racing the most, and I've seen him improve a lot. But one thing, he's still working on that consistency. You know, hitting your marks every time perfectly, getting to that white line, you know, getting down there. He's doing a great job of it. I can tell he's good under pressure. He's gonna just continue to improve. It's nice to see him and the 18 are just pulling away now.
Yeah, and that's kind of what they want, especially Trout. Get a gap, like I say, and keep a gap between them. So let's let this stage ride out between me and the 88. Like I say, let me have some space so I can work, maybe try to get past that 88. Because once you get side by side, that's gonna bring this other pack back up to the. Oh, you see that maybe the 88 get a little loose, and Trump got to the back end of him and got him out the way.
The 88. Yeah, the 88 just couldn't get to the bottom there, and the 18 got there before him. And you know what? The 88 can't be mad about that.
Ooh.
These guys are doing a heck of a job. Ooh, 6 around.
Well, that's a big thing to see.
What was that? Is that a caution now? Shoot, it is. Yeah, and the 2 was already on pit road. This is going to help the 2.
And like I said, I don't know if you saw, Taddy is pitted too, and he went a lap down. So I put him on the free pass spot, but you was hoping that thing to go green.
Well, I think looking right now at Boom's screen, Boomhauer is the free pass card. K Taddy is 2 laps down. We got to hope that everyone else pits and he doesn't. Yeah. Or everyone on the lead lap pits and he doesn't, so he can get a lap back, you know. We'll see what happens for Taddy here. But I'm not too worried about Taddy. Taddy's been, he's a smart guy. He'll get there when he needs to.
Mm-hmm.
Spanker's been great to watch. Mills, dude, ever since Dover, or Atlanta, amazing. RKM, always good. Life's a Plant, I wish I got to see him race more. But all these guys, very nice. Going green. The 6 cars starting in, what spot is that? 7th, huh? Alright. Let's see if he can make up some ground, and it looks like he is on that inside line. The outside line couldn't really go anywhere. Uh-oh. About to go 3 wide. 6 pulls back. They're still 3 wide.
They're 3 wide per second.
9 and 88.
They're going to squeeze it. Ooh! Oh no, big red.
Just the tiniest tap. Tiniest tap takes the 9 out. It looks like we're having another caution.
Like you said, this is kind of what Taddy want to see, a caution. Cause that's gonna help him get back on the lead lap. That's gonna help him try to fight to get some more, get some stage points.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see him make some moves, and if it doesn't work, it's not of his own doing. That's what I believe. He'll be it would be an innocent bystander towards a wreck.
But like saying, you see the 18 up there, you see the 96, we see the 20. Like I said, a lot of these guys, they are fighting because they want to race for the championship. They want to win the championship for their manufacturer. They want to win it for their team captains.
That's right. That's what they're there for, right?
Because I say, at the moment, do you think some of these guys are actually thinking about points, or are they just racing, just trying to say, hey, I just need to finish in front of this guy. I just need to get finished here. Like,
you know what? Well, all right. In my opinion, myself, I don't ever think about points and things like that. I think about running my race. I legitimately do that. I legitimately just run my race, take what I can, because whenever I start overthinking things, I might drive poorly, miss my marks, get into gas too late, little things it could affect. So hopefully they're just focused on their race. But Trey, what about you, man? What would you be kind of thinking about right now if you were?
Like I say, I wouldn't much like saying thinking about points might make you make a mistake. At most, yeah. I'm thinking about I need to finish from that 6 car because he's not racing for points, and if he's in front of me, I need his spot because that's a free point for me. So that's right. Like I say,
those points would have gotten thrown away if he was in front of you.
So I say that one point, like I said, that 1 point gap in between my competitor, that might make a difference later in the point system. But right now, I just need to, like I say, at most, if I have a goal, I need to be in front of that 6 car, just because of points reason. The rest of it can figure itself out later.
Yeah.
But as you see, we got 3 Toyotas up front, and 2 of those Toyotas, they need these solid finishes of Trout and RKM because they need these points. They're on the outside. Well, Trout is on the inside looking out. RKM's on the outside looking in. Like I say, they need these strong finishes.
It's a good track to do the end of the regular season, I must say.
Yeah.
But man, that 4 went in there with a head of steam.
Oh, you see the
6.
The 23 looking to the inside.
The 6.
It looks like they might
3 or 4 a little too hot. Went up to the wall.
He might have checked up because the 23 may be checking out, trying to give room to his teammate RKM. Remember, AJ's about nearly 5. If he can just finish the race inside the top 10, get some stage point, he's about locked in going to the next round. RKM's on the outside looking in. He might be trying to help his teammate get some points, trying to help these Toyotas get up there so there'll be more Toyotas racing for the championship.
Man.
But I'm still saying, the one thing they want
side by side.
Yeah, as you see the 88 and the 4, they're side by side. Here comes the 6, trying to make it 3 wide. He's trying to get in the mix, trying to take some of these points away from these playoffs drivers.
He's boxed in right now, man. He got nowhere to go except right there. If he can cut up, we've seen him make a pass around turn 1 before. I don't see why we can't see it again.
Yeah. But if I'm not 6, if I was at 6, I'd be helping that 4 car, helping his 4 teammate try to get up front, try to get some stage one, help him secure a spot in the playoffs, help him win a trophy for the 4 count.
That's right. All right, let's see. How many laps are we gonna have left here? Just waiting for this thing to load up.
This will be the last lap of the stage. That's coming to one. Unless this will be the last lap. Trout's looking good with his teammate RKM behind him. This is going to help them gain some more ground. Maybe help them secure a spot going to the next round as they come out 4. RQM's gonna take it wide. His car might be pushing. Here comes the 23 HJG. We get him at the line. As we look for scoring, it looks like the 18 will win stage 2. As we got A-Tron first. RQM did finish second with HJG in third, Lysa Plant in fourth, Noko in fifth. I think that's Taddy in sixth. Boom is in seventh.
And then Taddy.
No, Celtics in sixth. Boom is seventh. Taddy's in eighth. Spanker is ninth. And 10th is RJ Smith. So the guy that didn't get no point was Mills, and Mills needed the points because he's on the outside looking in. And with that might, since RKM got 9 bonus points to Mills none, that's gonna hurt Mills because now RKM's gonna move up probably higher than Mills because them 9 points. So, like saying, if Mills needs to, the only way I can see Mills maybe doing this, he has to nearly win the stage to get them 5 bonus points, but he gets some more playoff points. As we go back on the green, we see the 18. Oh, big contact. 6, 23, 88, 47, 20. Everybody's wrecking.
Man, this race is getting something else, man.
Yeah, these guys, they're pushing the issue.
They've got 18 laps left in this. I don't think a lot of people are pitting. I don't know where I'd pit right now because I know I can make it on fuel if I pit right now.
But I still saying, do you want the fresh tire or do you want the track position? Because I say
I want the fresh tire. I want the fuel right now. That's how I feel. I want the fuel. I feel like this is going to eat you up. We're going green.
Yeah, and look who's up to second. Our winner in Atlanta, Boom. He's up to second right now. And we're about to go 3 wide. With Boom, Spanker, Noko, and AJG. We see Plant. He's gonna keep it 3 wide. Ooh, some contact with 9 and 23. Are they gonna save it? It looks like they are. They're gonna get through there. But look who's up to third. Here comes Mills. Now he's gonna try and fight for the win. He's trying to get out there. He knows he needs to win to help him to have a chance to make the next round of eliminations.
Man, this race is really getting to be something. I swear. Look at how they're spread out right now.
Yeah, because they all
18, man. Yeah. Trout is really swimming it, man. It's good.
But with that, like saying, everybody knows that everybody has a chance. Anybody can be eliminated. Like I said, everybody's on edge. Nobody knows where they're at. They can only assume that they're in the good or they're on the outside looking in.
Yeah, you're right. They don't know. You don't know where you are. You could have a bunch of stuff on you, makes you slower. And I don't know. I don't know if the game works like that, but. It's been a pretty good battle for the lead. I like this. I think I'm impressed right now with that 18. Now what's gonna happen next?
that's the big question. Now we got the 18 under pressure from the 6 of Noko. Now if you were Trout, you might, like I said, I know you want to win, but you see that 6 is bearing down on you. Dude, I would let him, like I said, to be honest, I would let him go. Just ride behind him. Like I say, even though I don't win, if I finish second, that's going to at least help me keep a chance to go to the playoffs. Cause I know, like I say, the 6 might try to push the issue a little bit. Remember, he's not racing for a championship. He just races for this trophy.
Yeah. I think that 18 needs to block well, drive it, you know, independently, and figure out his speed of the car, and if it's gonna work or not. There's not much to it, guys, of course. But yeah, these two are getting a pretty decent lead off third on back. Who knows if it's about different pitch strategies, things like that. You could be trying to place your ball at one spot. If you really know the course, trace the ball one spot and then get it to another. But you know, it's all your marks. It's all the marks that you're trying to hit. That's really it. You know, where are you gonna place it? Where are you gonna place that ball?
But as you see again, like saying,
I can't believe it.
Cause I say everybody's getting spread out, but the question is, who's gonna be the guy that's gonna get eliminated? Now you see, as the 6 makes the move to the inside of the 18, like I say, if I'm the 18, if he gets to the inside, I'm just gonna let him go. I'm just gonna let him go. Oh, we see the 47. He caught the apron. He's up in the wall. Big wreck.
Man, that 47's not catching a break, dude.
No, and like saying,
like
if you had to make a mistake, this is not the race you wanted to happen in.
No way, man. This is for the marbles. I mean, I don't know about you, Trey, but I like to run a little higher off the line. Because I'm always about to hit that thing. I don't need that. Right?
Well, I'm saying,
it's fast.
Well, that's the. Like I said, that's the risk you take. As you see the 6, he's gonna stick his nose underneath the 18 this time, and he's got help from his teammate of the force, Lysa Plant. Now I say, if I'm Trout, I just let him go. I'm gonna fall back in line. I know you want to get the win, but I'll fall back in line and just ride. Because like I say, if he can finish inside the top 3, heck, even the top 5, that might give him a better cushion going into elimination. Oh, he got a little side drive off that 4. That's gonna push him way up the track. He almost got the wall. As now we see the 6 Anoka up front, followed by his teammate Lysa Plant. Now, if I'm Plant, I'm trying to get to the back end of Anoka and try to pull away. Now, since they're in the Ford party, like I say, they're Ford drive, they're part of the same party. Do you think Noko will say, hey, if we can pull away, I'll let you get the lead and I'll help you get to the end of the race and help you get a win to help secure your spot in the playoffs?
So the way that I see
contact.
it, man,
9.
the 4 up.
4's around. He got a little help from the 9. Looks like they still wreck it. I think the 9's around. 18's around.
You know, if I was RJ Smitty there, I would stick with that guy that was behind me because he was very generous. You know, he was helpful. He went wherever you went. He didn't try to just like duck out onto you. He's gonna do well. He's gonna do really well.
Like I said, we see the 18 and the 20 on pit road. I don't know, that maybe because a little contact between Lysa Plant, but I don't know. Now we see the 6 pull away for the 9 car and the 88. I think the 88 as well. Now we see that. Like I say, I don't know if the 18 and the 20 may pit because of the wreck, or maybe it's the strategy call. But like, we'll see how as the race unfolds and how it goes.
You know what? It may be possible that he short pitted to put 2 tires on and a bit of gas to get him to the point where he can get gas and 4 fresh tires and live comfortably. Right?
Well,
is that a possibility?
Well, since they got more than 60 laps to go in this last stage, I don't see taking 2 this early is going to make a difference. At most, it's probably going to hurt you on this long run unless we get some cautions. But
yeah. Well, I don't know, because there's 40-something to go, right? And he's got 4.2 laps of fuel left. So I'd go for 10-11. I'd probably go 11, maybe 12. I didn't see the height, but and the wind. But yeah, man.
Because right now they're getting close to 60 laps of racing laps. So we have a long ways to go. So I say you can try to short pit. Like I say, all that I can say from race here, fresh tires mean everything. You'll gain maybe about 2 or 3 tenths on the guy that's staying out.
Yeah. That's right.
And it's gonna make a big difference.
It's
And see,
that first
Noko
hairpin
catches
turn,
the
man.
wall coming out too. Like say, when these tires wear, it starts tightening. So you can't stay in the throttle as long as the guy who has 4 fresh tires.
Right.
I'm around board.
Oh my gosh.
If you want to, you can round board the 18s and see how.
Yeah, I got you.
How this strategy plays. We got the 6, the 23, and the 96 penny, as that will put the 88.
Yeah, they're going down for fuel. 18's staying out. He's got to be running out soon here.
No,
I imagine the
18's already pitted.
This time.
The 18's already.
Shoot.
Yeah, the 18's already
What did
pitted.
I miss? Wow. Thank you for saying that. I must have missed something there.
Yeah, we see the
that 88's on pit road.
The 8's on pit road. The 9's on pit road.
23's coming out. All right, let me get back to the 18. I got him. And as he's coming around the start-finish line, there are 3 drivers coming out of pit road at the same time. Just going to have to be careful about that. There's Noko. Woo.
Yeah, that was close.
All right, let's see what these boys can do.
Looks like Noko and AJ got a little. AJ may pinch Noko down just a little bit.
Oof. Well, you know what? I think it's better than hitting someone in the back.
Yeah. Hey, see that? There goes.
Or no, not in the back, in the side. You know, I don't want to hit someone in the side that might spin. But yeah, like Trey just went around.
Run around Sultan. Yeah. Try saying. Like I said, that's how much fresh tires mean and pitting early. Like saying, you see that Noko and AJ got around him. Saw Trout getting around. Like saying, because they pitted like a lap earlier, and that could make a difference. That puts Trout nearly back. Yeah, that puts Trout back in the lead right now.
Man, that 23 is right on the 6's tail too, man. I like this. I like what I'm watching here.
But like I said,
these guys are spread out.
Yeah. Now, if I'm the 23, I need to get around them. I need to get around that 6, because for one, that's points for me, and maybe I can help my teammate who's on the bubble looking on the outside in the playoffs, can help him secure a spot. Because you see Noko, he's flying. He's one of the fastest guys out there. And like I say, and that's not what Trout wanted to see, is that 6 either close it back in or on.
No, not at all. I'm trying to take a look at the differential, but it's on a different screen right now.
It's a one. Let's say Trout's got 1.8 lead over the 6 of Noko. So.
All right.
And it's kind of staying there, but they're gaining little by little because him and AJG are in a draft while he's by himself.
Oh, shoot. Oh, my gosh, man.
Like saying
Who
this.
knows how this is going to end?
No, we don't.
It freaks me out.
And like I say, if you're Trout, only you need to know, I need to win this race. Because if I can win, that probably will help me secure to get a spot in the playoffs. Like saying.
Oh yeah. He's definitely gonna have a spot in there. And you know what? This pressure that's put onto him, he's been running freaking amazing. I feel like he's been running great. I think he needs to have this pressure. A lot of people are different, where they can't handle it and they don't do well, or they need that pressure to do well. It feeds his fire. And hey, You never know what's gonna happen at the end of this.
Yeah.
I love it.
Like saying, two guys, like saying, with Taddy's struggling. That might help RKL maybe get a spot up in the top 8. He's running 5th right now, so that might help him get in the up in the top 8 to help him move on to the next round. But like I say, I got a lot of guys struggling. Taddy, Mills, like some of these guys you may have thought might have ran up front. They're in the back. Boomhauer, who won the Atlanta race that helped him scare. He's back in the pack.
He's a 9th, dude. No, not 9th, is he?
I think he's a 9th.
That's what his screen says, but you know, it just takes a lot to do this type of stuff. I'll just, you know, baking and things, like, I want to make things as simple as I can. I'm not trying to cook up a crazy setup. I want it to be smooth. I want it to be fast. I want it to be stable. And it's so hard to tell right now who's got the best setup. I don't.
I would say that 6 car, because, and I bet if 8 Charles,
I won't
Charles
forget
looking
that pass on Daddy on the outside. I won't forget that. That
black dot and Charles Ramirez is getting bigger and bigger, because Noko is coming fast in a hurry. Now, like saying, Trout pitted a couple laps earlier, so he's got a little bit older tires than Noko. Noko still got a little bit more fresh tires, so that might be why he's gained so much ground. And like saying,
I agree.
But like saying, with that might help Trout in the long run, as Noko looks to the inside of the 18. He might get him going to the line right now, and looks like that 6 car is going to lead that lap, and looks like he might clear him going to 1-2.
My gosh.
Now, like saying, Trout's going to give it up, like saying, and try to ride it out to the next pit stop. Like I say, he knows Noko has fast car, but you saw that big of a difference from pitting like 1 or 2 laps earlier. You saw that big of a lead. Now, in Noko's mind, what do? Do you try to pit when Trout does, try to anticipate when Trout pits? Because you saw that big of a gap he gained on just pitting maybe a lap earlier. How good fresher tires are.
I honestly think that Noko's doing fine right by himself. I think he can dictate his own race and not think about others. I think others are going to dictate their race on his actions.
Well, like saying, Trout is racing the 6, but he's more racing, like saying, that 88, that 96, that 23. Guys are racing for this playoff spots.
Yeah,
while the 6 is just
got it.
While the 6 is just racing for a trophy. He can worry about him a little bit, but I'm more worried about that 88 who's closing on the 18 too. He's going to look to the inside, and he's going to pass him. He's probably bringing the 23 with him too. And like saying, those are spots Trout's are losing. Those are points going away and going to the 18, the 23. And that 96 is gaining on him a little bit too. As the 18 looks like he's coming to pit road right now.
What is the end of this stage here?
They're about
let's see.
They're getting close to less than 40 laps to go. Right now they're about at 45, and they can
45? Right.
And like I say, they can about nearly get 20 laps on a full tank. So they probably have to pit one more time, one or 2 more times to the end of this race. Now, like I said, saying Trout pinning lap early, you saw that big of a gap, but you saw that 6 be able to run him down when his tires started to fade. Do you think he can maybe make a little adjustment to help him keep that car running stronger on the longer run, or you think he should just keep it the same and hope that he can limp, like saying, get a good long run, come out ahead, and maybe just limp to the finish and hopefully get like a top 5 spot?
Well, I've always liked small adjustments, making small adjustments. I used to go big, you know, with things that I think is going to go fast, things that people told me to, and no, I'm usually faster just being by myself, getting through it all on the track, you know. But man, you gotta know what you need. That's the biggest thing with pit adjustments. You gotta know what you're gonna need. You gotta feel the car. I might just change wedge. I might bring the wedge up 2 clicks. If it's a tiny bit loose, I'm gonna bring it up 2 clicks. That's what I would try. I don't mess with the tape too much, but to each their own, man. Because everyone drives a little differently, anyways.
Well, everybody drives a little bit different. Like, you will make little adjustment. Let's say your car's pushing. Some guys will adjust tire pressure, while other guys will adjust the wedge.
Exactly. Yeah. Which guy are you?
I do a little bit of both. It all depends where the car is pushing or loose. Like if I'm tight in center, I adjust the wedge. If I'm loose off or tight off, I'll adjust the tire pressure.
Yeah.
But as you saw, it looks like Noko maybe coming to pit road right here. He might be bringing that 88 with them too.
That 96 is really trying to save gas. Now he's going to pit road.
Oh, that's the 96. Yeah, here comes.
Keep an eye on it. I'm gonna keep an eye on 47.
But the guy you have to watch out for is that, like saying the 18 of Trout. He pit a lap earlier.
Man.
And the one thing he does not want to see right now is a caution. Because if a caution comes out, that'll keep him 1 lap down.
I can't wait to see them fuel up these bad boys. Oh man. This is some good stuff, dude. Never seen this. I love it.
Yeah, like I said, this is when the intensity kind of picks up. As see the 18 goes around that 6 car Noko. That'll probably put, like saying, and like saying, look at the gap he gets on him. Just because he pit a lap early, he's already got full speed and full momentum as Noko's trying to get back to speed. But like saying, but here's the thing, Noko's gonna reel him in as the race goes on the longer run, just because he pitted 1 or 2 laps later. But I'm still saying, this, like saying, Trout wants this to end under a green, nearly under a green flag run. Because if he can pit a couple laps later and maybe hold off Noko, it takes a while for Noko to reel him back in. Because that's when Trout's tires fall off, that the car starts pushing. And that's...
Dude, hey, Trey, let me be proud of myself for a moment. I won this race in my league. You know that? I won this race in my league. Saved gas, the final stage.
Well, that's I should say that like I say, you get about another 20, like say 20 laps on the 19 20 laps on field run. When Trout pitted, he had about 45 46 laps to go. Even if he pits one more time, he'll still be like what 5 6 laps short.
Yeah. Oh.
So that's another thing.
Big wreck. The 47 was coming off pit road, was going back on the track. And the 2 was coming down. The 2 was running his line, and there's no caution. That's insane, yo. This game needs to call a caution. They need to wreck. There was 3 cars involved. I didn't like that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. But the 2, the 20, and the 47 all involved.
Yeah.
That should have been a caution.
But like I say, now with that's going to hurt them bad in the points. But now they're losing a lot of tracks, losing a lot of time to like these leaders. Now that's
10 seconds right there.
Yeah. Like I said, they lost a lot of time, and that's a lot of points getting away. And like saying, probably with that, they'll get close to that bump spot and being knocked out the playoffs.
Man, see, it's the crazy thing. Anything can happen. You have to take every race for what it is. When I won Indy was our last race before the final 4 at Homestead. I wasn't going to get in. The only way I was going to get in was if I won. And there was no way I was going to win. Well, you know what? I did win. Because I saved gas again, man. I saved gas at Texas and Indy, and I won those races. I pitted 1 less time than them. I stretched it out. And you know what my teammate said with a few laps to go? My teammate was like, oh man, you know what? If you win this, I might not be in the final 4. You know what I said? I said, well, you know, I'm sorry. But being a teammate, he would give up positions for me sometimes. He would try and help me out. Get me some points. Get me extra points. You can't do that all the time. Because you never know when it's going to come to like that. All I'm trying to say is every position matters, every second matters, and they just lost about 10 seconds there.
Yeah, and it looks like Boom's going to go a lot down too. Like I say, with that cost, like say, Boom, who just won the race at Atlanta, that boosts him up to nearly 4th in the points. Him in that wreck, that might drop him maybe to 8th, maybe even 9th to be outside of the playoff spots. Just because, like saying, a lot of these guys that was at the bottom, they're running in the top 5. Like saying,
oh my gosh,
that's why this playoff race and these stage points, like I said, those stage points made a big difference. Like saying,
dude, you're right. You're right.
But now, like saying, you look at Boom, he's ready to go a lap down as Trout looks to the inside of him. Ooh, Boom's nearly pinched him. Ooh, Boom gets a little wall. He gets around him.
And I think that's fair. I think that's fair. When you're going a lap down for the first lap, you know, you got to do that, right?
Well,
you have to fight.
You had to stay. Because like saying, Boom, he's trying to do something. Like saying, if a caution want to come out, he'll still be on the lead lap. He'll start at the tail. Like start behind all the lead lap cars. If he's a lap down, he has to start behind all the lap down cars. Like saying, and that's time. Like saying, that's some position he's not gonna gain for points. That's just position he has to waste his time getting around.
Right, because as he's trying to get around those cars, the leaders are out.
Yeah,
you know, they're going, they're moving. He needs to get as many positions as he can right now.
And like I said,
but he keeps getting past. He must be going to pit road.
Yeah, his tires might be worn out. But like I said, now you see him like this. You see Noco and Celtics. They're starting to get on Trout. His tires are maybe starting to wear out a little bit from pitting a couple laps early. And now with this happening, he'll drop back and like lose the lead now. But like saying, that's the crazy thing. And like I said, if he pits now, he may be a couple laps short of making it to the end of this race.
Yeah, like you know, with as slow as the 2 was going right there, that couldn't have been tires, man. I think that's I think it's all design. I hope it is, because the 6 and the 88 passed him like he was kind of standing still. I think it's by design why he's doing that. He's looking at how much fuel he's got. He's looking at the laps left, and he's trying to work it. I can't wait to see what happens.
And I'm saying Trout will probably come to pit road maybe another lap or 2, while Noco and Celtics, they probably stay out another 2 laps.
I'd be staying out as many as I can. You know how you can go to 0. Ooh, the 23 got into the 2. The 2 saved it. How the heck did Boomhauer just save that? That was a brilliant save. Holy cow. See, that save right there could save him to get into the playoffs. And he could have spun, and that could have ruined his day.
We got the 18 on pit road. I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's too early, man.
Like I saying, he's pitting with 27 to go. It looks like he may be 7 laps short.
Yeah.
Like saying, the 18. Like saying, this is the hand he's been dealt. Like saying, on that, he needs a caution because a lot of these guys.
It's so tough. Yeah. Sorry. Go, please.
Like saying, that's the hand you're dealt. Like saying, you're hoping for cautions and all this stuff to help make fuel miles work. But like saying, it's just the hand you dealt. Now he's got to play. See if he maybe can save him a couple laps. Try to stay out. Maybe stay out. Save a lap or 2. Maybe pit with some of these front runners if they have to make it to the end.
Yeah, you know what? It is the hand you're dealt, but it's also the way you play the hand you're dealt. You got a poker face, you know, like, hey, I got a pair of 2s, but I'll make you think that I've got triple aces, you know what I mean? But this 2 car, he was going slow by design, but he keeps having bad things happen to him. That's drawing back all that time, and it's not working for him. That 18 car pitting right now, you said it. He's gonna be like 7 laps short. It's tough when you're a driver and you have to be the crew chief at the same time.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to do that, man? It's so tough. It's so tough sometimes. You got to think about math when you got guys breathing down your neck.
I'm saying, let's say in Trout's situation, he has to go for broke. He was at the beginning of this race. He was on the inside. He was in the playoffs, but he was on the bubble. But like saying, he need to do something. He need to get out front. Like say, he got 9 points in the first stage. He won the second stage. He's got a playoff point. That might help him. Like say, even though he might not win the race, he's gained 19 points from the stages. So that might help him. Even though he might finish outside. But you got some of these guys, like saying Boom, he's struggling. Taddy, he's struggling. Mills, Smitty. A lot of these guys.
Oh no, Boom. Come on, Boom. Sorry. You know, dude, you're right. His tires are falling off, man. It's hard for. It looks like it's hard for him to keep that car going, even with saving fuel right now. Oh man, he keeps just scrubbing speed off.
Like I said, I'm on board with the 18. I can hear him in the throttle. I mean, not the 18, the 20. He's out. He's not full throttle most of the time. Like he's backing it off, maybe trying to save maybe a lap or two, maybe to help him get to the end. But you say Trout's gonna be 7 down, and like I said, that might help him maybe gain some spots.
You know, it's such a hard thing to think about too, because with saving so much fuel, sometimes you give up. You know, like sometimes the guy that pits one more time may actually catch you if they just do half a can and go. Because how long are you saving for? How many laps are you saving for? How much time are you spending saving each lap? If you're giving up a second each lap for 15 laps, that's 15 seconds, you know? That could be a pit stop right there. It looks like they're coming down to pit road, the 47 and the 2.
And I said,
it's such a hard thing to kind of calculate, especially when you're trying to go as fast as you can.
But like I still
say, clean pit entry too by these guys.
Mm-hmm. But here's another thing: just the 2 let's say with the 2 and the 2 and the 47 pit now, they might be able to make it on fuel in this run.
I think they could.
But it's the thing, they have to keep their distance. They can't go a lap down. They need to stay out in front of the leaders. Like saying, all this is still going on.
Think about it. What if they're? You're right. Sorry. I just wanted to say that.
But I'm saying, I think Taddy just got put like that. I think Boom got put like that too. And like saying, all this is getting straight. As the 18 bounces off the wall, he's pushing because he knows he needs to give a big enough gap. Maybe save a little fuel. Because he has to pit. He's not going to make it. Like I said, I don't think Noko and Celtics can make it either to the end. So you think some of these guys maybe try to start saving fuel. Save a little fuel here. Back the corners up. May ease back into the throttles on exit. Just to find maybe...
You know, they need... Yeah, they do. They need to find something. They need to work together. Ooh, the 96 was trying to give the 47 a push or something. I don't know what happened there. The 96 got squirrely right in front of the 2. But the 2 and the 47 are together right now. They may want to just be like, hey, I know we're different manufacturers, but we may have to save a little bit of gas. Let's work together a little bit, and then it's balls to the walls with a few laps to go.
Pretty much, because
I don't know, man.
Like I say, at most, Noko, Trout, Celtic, they just might do a splash and go. Just get enough fuel to make it to the end of the race. And like I say, maybe take no tire. But that's another thing. Tires. You see how bad the fall off is. Do you risk taking 4 tires? Just
no way.
But like I say, you saw how big 4 tires mean. Like I say, these cars, they push so much on exit, on old tires. You might be able to at least take 2 and make a little bit of a wedge adjustment to help the car turn. But do you want to take? Do you, like say, this is all they're thinking, and like say, and still in the back of their minds is, am I in the playoffs or not? I said that's what everybody's thinking.
Trey, man, yeah, you said it all right there. They're thinking so much. They're doing so much math in their head. They're like, all right, well, if I need a little bit of gas for this many laps, and I'm losing this much time for this many, is that going to make up the 7 seconds? You know, like
you got like
so much.
Like say you have to weigh
so
off. Do I risk running out of fuel?
Oh, the 2 just got wrecked.
And
man, Boom is not gonna be happy, man.
No.
I'm rewinding his footage. I'm taking a look at this. Oh no.
But as you're doing that, I'm watching here, and like saying, the question is, do you risk running out of fuel? Maybe saving enough, maybe try to stretch fuel to get to the end to help secure your spot, or do you pit and take the risk, or maybe pit now, take a little fuel, hopefully I can still be in the top 10, maybe top 5, and having a shot to secure a spot. Like I say, Trout, he has that cushion. He's won a stage, and he got second in stage 2. But people like I say, like Mills, like Taddy, like Boom, do I stretch it just enough to see how far I can go, to see if maybe I can win this race and get some more points to help secure my spot in the next round of the playoffs? Like I say, all this is going down, and we're getting close to nearly 10 laps to go. Like saying, what do you do in this situation?
The 96 got, what happened was the 96 got on the inside of the 2. Oh man, and they just bumped, banged, and the 2 went around. He's not having a good night. Even with saving fuel, man, there's no way.
And like I say right now, I'm on board with Trout. The 88 and the 6 has caught him. Now, like I say, we're getting to 10 to go. Do you pit? Like I say, Trout can't make it. He has to pit.
He's got to, right?
He has to pit. And he's trying to hold up that 6 in the 88, but let's say they have that fresh start. He gonna try to hold them off as much as he can, but I don't think he can. And plus, he has to pit. He doesn't have enough fuel, and I don't think the 69 and 88 have enough either, even though they've been drafted. I don't think they have enough to make it either.
See, all right. So when it comes to points,
88 and the 6 got made a little contact as the 18 pushed up just a little bit.
Oh my gosh!
But it looks like it sounds like the 88.
They did a good job.
But it looks like the 18. He's coming to pit road now. Now the question is,
18 is.
Like I said, he was really cautious. He does not need a penalty. That's the last thing he needs right now on this last stop. And I'm assuming he's probably gonna take 2 tires and make just enough fuel to make it to the end. But I say again,
yeah, I don't think it's gonna be enough, man.
And like I say, I'm right on board with Tag. Tag's left down, but he still probably have enough fuel maybe to make it at the leader's pit. He may have enough fuel to at least make it to the end of the race. And let's see how if he
the 96 moved over for him there.
Like saying, does he have enough fuel to make it to the end of the race? Trying to gain some spots. Maybe gain some ground on some of these front runners.
I think he should. He pitted when the 2 did.
And it looks like the 18's taking 4 tires. So he's going to take that risk to take 4 tires and try to gain as much ground back as he can.
I don't think you're going to gain enough. See, that's why it's good to practice. You know how much, you know your lap times when you're full strength. You know your lap times when you're saving with crap tires. Excuse my language there.
Yeah.
But as long as he practiced and he's confident with his decision, that's fine. But to me,
well, like saying, he has that 19 points bonus.
Now.
He has that 19 points bonus from the first 2 stages.
Right.
So he can maybe take that risk, maybe lose a little spot, but he's got 19 points to some people who didn't get no stage one, or like maybe get 10 points for both stages. Like saying, you don't know. Like saying, we won't know until part after the race of how the standings look, of how everything.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all, man. We won't know. Like, I love this right now, man. This is what I like, dude. I'm so happy that these guys are running, because it's whoever crosses the start-finish line first, that's the winner. All right, who's able to outsmart everyone? Let's see. I can't wait. I'm thinking it might be Taddy right now. Even though he's shown in 8th, I thought he was higher up. Man, I thought that. I don't know, man. I thought.
But I
he
say
was in a better
Lear
spot.
has not pitted yet. Noko is still out front with Celtics. Could they maybe save enough laps to make it to the end of the race?
Ooh, man, I don't know. I think there's what, like 6 to go, probably now. It's hard to tell.
Here comes Celtics. Celtics coming to pit road right now.
Oh, you know, I don't have Boomhauer's live, so let's do that.
I would say that they come
right.
with
4 to go. Yeah.
Come on, 4 to go. And I'm saying, does Noko have enough to make it to the end?
Do you think it's worth it for Celtics to be gambling like this?
Celtics, he's been running up front most of the night.
He's in pit. He's in the pits.
Yeah, he's already pitted. Like saying, now if I'm Celtics, I'll probably take 2 tires, just a splash and go, just to not lose no spots. And it looks like he's coming out. I don't know if he took 4, but
as he's coming out of the pits, is that Taddy right behind him? I believe so.
Taddy's in 5th right now, so he's gaining a lot of spots. But Noko is still out front. And
but you know what? I think the 88's definitely going to get around Taddy. Taddy's on old stuff.
And here comes Noko. Noko's going to pit road right now. And I see Taddy go by. I see Lysa Plant go by. And I think that'll move Lysa Plant.
Oh my gosh.
I think that will move Plant to the lead.
Celtics is going around the 47 to get that spot back.
But here's the thing.
Ooh,
I think we're on the white flag lap. Yes, we're on the white flag lap. And I think the 4 car is our leader. I think Plant is the leader.
Plant is seeing him all day. There we go.
And as they come through 3 and 4, I think Plant's going to win this race. Coming to the line now, we'll see. Yes. I think Plant won this race.
Dude.
I think Lysa Plant has won this race. I don't know how, but I think he has won this race.
Oh my gosh, man.
But here's the thing. Taddy's finish might come out this race in 5th. And that's a big boost because he's been running in the back all afternoon, all night. And this might be enough.
Gosh,
like saying that might keep him above the cut line, but we don't know. It's crazy.
Dude, this is why, you know what? This was the race where it would have been great if there was 5 of us in here.
Yeah. But like saying,
gosh.
Yeah. Plant won, Spanker finished 2nd, Noko in 4th. Celtics in 4th. Taddy in 5th.
Taddy in 5th.
A-Trout in 6th. And like saying, Mills, he's finished 11th. And he said that might keep him below the cut line. I think he's getting eliminated tonight. But that last transfer spot, that's up for grabs.
I didn't look at Plant. I didn't look at Lysa Plant the entire race, man.
Let's see if I can.
The entire race. That was insane. I love it.
I'm gonna try to see if I can figure out, and we're gonna try to get our 2 race warriors in, Plant and Boomhauer, in here just to get a couple words in and how everything went. So just give us 1 second, and we'll get a couple of these race warriors. If you want to, I don't think I have to. Yeah, I think I have to invite them. So give me a second. Hold on.
Yeah.
So let me see. All right, we sent an invite to Boom. He won our first race at
Yeah, that Atlanta race, man.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Boomhauer, how you feeling, bud?
Howdy.
How you feeling there, bud?
I gotta tell you, man, it's nice to get that first win of the cup season this year, man. I'll tell you what.
That was your first win?
Yeah.
The Cup season, yes. I
Oh,
literally
heck yeah,
I
man.
battled all year. The season didn't start out great because power flickered in the first race at Daytona at 7 laps in. So it ruined my Daytona chance. Ended up winning a stage at the first race in Atlanta, and I literally have not won a stage or anything since then. So to come back to Atlanta and to be able to get that win there, you know, it was great. My first win in a league on asphalt came at Atlanta. So to do it in the Cup season, you know, in the first round of the playoffs at Atlanta again, it was great.
That's your track, bud.
Yeah. I hate to put you on the spot, Boom, but even though you won Atlanta, how do you feel about making it to the next round?
Man, I tell you, there was a lot of iffy stuff going on in Texas. I don't know what's going on. I think just tempers getting bowled over or something. I'm not sure. I mean, I feel pretty good. I finished, I think, 7th. I should have had a top 5. Contact with 2 cars in the last stage with no caution kind of took me out of the top 5.
Yeah, we saw
you
that.
had some bad luck, dude. You had some bad luck there.
Yeah, but I still, like saying, do you think it's just the intensity, like in the back of everybody? Because like saying, if anybody could have a bad race and be knocked out, even the first, like saying Spanker, he was leading the points. If he had a bad run, he could have been knocked out. From 1st to 8th, anybody could be getting knocked out of it. But
yeah, I think that's a lot to do with it. Just, you know, that in the back of your mind. Okay.
Yeah, and plus,
say you're running 6th or 7th like me, you're sitting there thinking, is this enough?
Yeah.
Did the guys that finished behind me last race, where are they at now? Have they gained enough positions this race to counter what I did in the last race? So you're always trying for that extra position. So I mean, yeah, contact's going to happen. You know, I mean, especially in the closing laps. I mean, sometimes it gets a little bit heated. But I mean,
yo, I'm not gonna lie, man, Boomhauer. I was glued to your car at Texas.
Yeah,
I honestly thought that you were gonna have some. I love the strategies that you played there.
I was trying.
You got screwed a few times, but you were doing it smart. I loved when you pitted that last time. I was like,
I was a couple laps short. I was trying.
Yeah. No, but I thought you did great, man. In the Atlanta win, dude,
it felt great. I mean, like I said,
I'm happy for you, bro.
Yeah. And
the car looked gorgeous. The car looked gorgeous, dude.
Oh, I love that paint scheme. Actually, for Texas, I was going to switch it up for the American flag covered top Miller Lite car, but I didn't get into it in time.
Yeah,
but Atlanta,
but my question for you, man, when you heard NOCO was being added to the race, so it'd be 11 cars, so one driver is not going to get playoff point. Did that like throw you for the curve? Okay, even though I got to beat everybody else, I need to finish front of the 6 car because that's points that I get.
Not exactly. I wasn't thinking that really because, you know, NOCO, he's a great teammate. If you're struggling, you know, he'll ask you what's going on with your car and try to do his best to explain something to you, to try to make it a little bit better. And yeah, the points championship, you know, it's a big deal. But also at the end of the day, the manufacturer championship, that's just as big because that also determines, you know, draft selections next year, which order, you know, whether you get to pick a manufacturer or whether you get to pick a driver and what order you do it in. So for NOCO being in there, you know, as good as a driver as he is coming to Ford a couple weeks ago, that gives us, you know, a big advantage. Plus me and Plant, I got to give a shout out to my teammate Plant for taking home the W at Texas. You know, Ford sweeping the night. You know,
that's nothing. Ford swept the night.
And I believe that's the first time we've done that this year.
Yeah,
so.
like I say, I don't know. When Fluffy was racing, he swept a couple nights in a row, but still,
yeah.
But still saying it's been a while. We haven't, like saying, gained the Ford cam a little bit shout out since then. But y'all look to be making a good playoff run. Like say, you had a bad start at the beginning of the season, but you're showing up now when it matters. When it's crunch time. When it's crunch time.
Next week's not going to be too great though for me, I don't think, because Bristol.
Where are you guys running? Oh,
we got Bristol and Martinsville next week. Martinsville I can handle.
Ooh, short track racing.
About that track, Bristol is just not my best friend. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna do all I can, and I'm probably gonna have to play some kind of pit strategy, fuel cycle, tires, something. But
Yeah.
we'll see. Hopefully, we can get out there and at least
Keep that thing
get some
straight on the
points.
Yeah.
exits, man.
Yeah.
Yes,
But
that's my problem.
but
Shoot, man.
congratulations on the win tonight, Boom. I'm like
Thank you
saying,
very much.
keep your fingers crossed, cause we're gonna try to get the points updated and let y'all know who's in and who's out. But congrats on the win tonight and great job out there, man.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
man.
Get my teammate
Congrats.
in here and get his
Enjoy it.
spotlight.
Yeah. But yeah, all right, man.
That was good.
Yeah.
Take care, y'all.
Let me see if I can suggest him so that you don't have to go through all that blue screen stuff. All right.
All right. I'm gonna pull his number up, the 4, that nice what's that? That was a Miller Lite 4 of Harvick's car.
The
Bush. Oh yeah, the Bush car. Like that good Bush.
Oh man, those commercials are freaking killer.
But yeah, I saying
what is it? Life's
a plant. Life is a plant. I should just be life.
Life is a plant.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't think I got this dude here.
All right, hold on. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm already on the blue screen, so give me a second. Here he is. All right, we're back. Get me plant up here.
Yeah, dude. I didn't even think of anyone.
Yeah, I didn't think. I was more focused on the 6 and the 9. But here's our winner of Texas, Plant. How you doing there, bud?
What's up? What's up?
Dude, congrats, man.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Actually, you know who I gotta congratulate first? Yo, Trey.
Mm-hmm.
You called it too. You knew it before it ended. You're like, wait, I think the 4 is gonna win. And I was like, oh shoot, dude. Yo, Plant. I had no idea where you were running. You were a sleeper, man. You totally went under my radar. I feel like an idiot for it, but dude, congrats, good job. What did you do? Just wait to pit? You stretch it out as long as you could, or what?
Yeah, I definitely appreciate it. But no, basically what happened was early on I had a little trouble with a couple of incidents, and that kind of kept me in the back of the field, and I ended up losing ground with the green flag runs. So I pretty much just had to think about what I'm gonna do for the end of the race, because I'm pretty sure this was gonna go green throughout the majority of it. So started letting out just a little bit, and then see how my fuel is and all that. Got to a point where it was going down to 0. So looking at the track, I'm like, okay, well, if it's gonna hit 0 here, then maybe I can do one more lap. And I was able to do that 2 or 3 times.
That's what I do.
That's what ended up giving me enough laps to the end.
Yeah, and like saying with that
smart thinking.
With that win, I say you struggle maybe in the first 2 stages, but that big win, you get 5 playoff points. That's a big thing, and especially now with that win, that helps you get a little more points. 'Cause I think you were 4th or 5th in the standings, in the above the cut line. So, how do you feel about your chance going to the next round? Do you think you'll be ahead of going to the next round of the playoffs, or did that ever cross your mind during the race? Like, am I above the cut line or not?
Truthfully, it didn't really cross my mind. Although I know for a fact we got a great group of drivers here. Every single one in that lobby is incredible. So, like, truthfully, it's tough. It's tough to win, one of these races. Even multiple races. This is my second win in the preset series. It's hard, but truthfully, I'm pretty confident within, myself and my team. I believe we have a strong, we're going to be a strong contender throughout the rest of the playoffs. As long as luck goes our way and we don't get caught up in no bad luck, I'm pretty sure we're going to be one of the favorites to win this championship.
Yeah, but
dude, man, that's great. That's great. I like that. You're running your own race. It sounded like there when you answered that question. It's like, no, it didn't really cross my mind. That's the mindset I'd have too, and I thought you did a heck of a job. I haven't gotten to see you race too much, and You killed it, man. And good job at Atlanta too. You know, you were running real well. It looked like, and I think you got caught up in some stuff. But I think, you know, that win right there is pretty darn awesome. Good job.
I definitely appreciate it. Y'all guys do a great job in the booth. I appreciate y'all streaming this for us, and appreciate everybody in Giggity and people trying to look in. We got developmental races that anybody can hop in and try. You know, where you stack up against everybody else, so we can get y'all in here. It's an honor to be in this league, and I'm really appreciative of it.
Yeah, but as of right
Said
now,
well.
like I say, I just got a little bit of a word from our points man that looks like you and Boom will be moving on to the next round elimination, and like I say, the 4 are going home are Big D and Fluffy. Like I say, they didn't show up tonight, but the 20 of Mills and the 42 of RJ Smitty will be going home, and they'll be knocked out of the elimination and not be going to the next round.
Yeah, that's a bad break for them. All them guys are incredible drivers, and it's a shame that some of them couldn't make it, and some of them had a little troubles this weekend. But I'm pretty sure next week they'll definitely come up and make a statement.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Hopefully they've got teammates that are involved too, and you know, that doesn't mean that they're completely out of it. They've got teammates; they can still help and do what they can. They're a heck of a driver. You know, both of them are really good drivers. The other two that missed it, Big D and Puffy, great drivers, man.
Yeah.
All of you. And you said it. You said it. It's a great group of guys that you have, and and I think no matter what happens, everyone's gonna. Yeah, maybe some people will be a little salty, but I'm sure at the, you know, give us some time and everyone will be cool with each other. But always fun to see. Thanks for putting on a good show, man.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it. It's a blast. I enjoy it.
Yeah, I enjoy it too, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for the nice
Like
words
saying,
about
heck
us
of a
too.
race, man.
No problem.
And
I definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Like saying, go give them heck at Bristol and Martinsville next week. Go race for championship. Go show these guys what you want. I know you don't race that often because you got to work and also how your schedule is. But I ain't gonna lie, I won't be mad if I see that blue Bush taking home a championship. And I'm a Toyota driver, but
I definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, dude, go crack open a Bush after that win.
Yeah,
you
you deserve one, man.
You deserve it. Good job.
I definitely appreciate it, guys. It's an honor again. So thankful to be here.
Good, dude.
Yeah,
I am too.
Appreciate it, man.
Too. And hey, Trey, working with you, man, too. I love it, man. I love talking to you. I love what you got to say. You always got some good stuff. You're so energetic. It's freaking awesome. It pumps me up. And oh man, I just want to get loud all the time. I just get really into it, and it's thankful to these guys. But hey, Trey, thank you for letting me join you.
Yeah, but I say I can't say enough for all these drivers who raced tonight. I'm sorry to say that Big D, Fluffy, Mills, and RJ. I'm sorry, but y'all done for the season. Well, I didn't say done for the season, but their championship hosts for winning this year are gone. But but don't count them out. They can still be racing to the end of the season, showing what they got. We might see, RJ help his Chevrolet team take on championship. Mills helping his Toyota teammates try and get a win. We won't know until next week, and I think we'll be another elimination race. And we see a couple more drivers going home. That we'll be at home. We'll be at the end of the season going towards Homestead. Down to 4 drivers. Who will we see in the top 4 going to Homestead? But until then, if you haven't done it yet, to keep yourself updated, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell button too to let you know when we're going racing, so you can continue watching to see who will be the second season of Giggity Racing Cup champion. And if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. Like saying, if we did good up in the booth, leave us a comment too and give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't done it yet, look us up on Twitter. Our handle is Giggity. I think what is it? Giggity L for Giggity L on Twitter, or on Facebook, Giggity Racing League. And if you If you want to come race with us, we're always open door. We have open door policy. We open arms. If you're a clean, fair driver, you don't have to be always be fast. You just gotta be clean. We'll take you in. We'll put you in the development race just to see what you do. Put you on a truck ride. We'll do this for you just to see what you can do. And if you're good enough, you may get moved up the cup, Xfinity, or maybe get a full-time.
These guys will help you.
Yeah,
they will all help you.
Yeah.
No matter what. If you feel like you're not good enough, just go out there. Be honest. Be kind to everyone. And they will do the same back.
Like
they're very, very friendly guys.
Like saying, if you're slow, we don't care. Only thing we care about is you race clean and you hold your line. If you just race clean, once you get joined to a team, we'll help you get faster. Like saying, even though we're on a team like a manufactured team, you can ask anybody in the league. They'll help you get faster. They'll practice with you. We'll give you seat time. We'll do everything in our power to help you if you just let us. But if you haven't, like saying, if you want to come join us, hit us up on Twitter. Hit us up on Facebook. Like send me at Trey7934, K Taddy, or on PSN, E Nix. Everybody was.
Yeah, I'm here.
Like saying, we'll help you get. Like saying, we'll get your name. Like saying, we'll get you a knock. We'll get you in the door. We'll get you in some seat time to show us what you got. If you haven't done it yet, like saying, subscribe, like, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook. But until next time, we'll see you tomorrow. It's truck race at Kentucky and Dover, second round of the playoffs. And after that, later we will be in Xfinity in the second round of the playoffs there too. But until then, stay tuned. We'll be back later. Until then, good night.